Number 9, listening. A reading from the devotional Take It Too Far by Jess Connolly. James 1:19. My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. Do you have a pet peeve? I have one that I'm not proud of. It's when you're talking to someone and they say a casual and dismissive, yeah, in the middle of your sentence. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's a sweet little affirmative gesture that's become commonplace among women of our generation. Maybe they're saying, right? Or totally, as you talk. But it's to affirm rather than interject. One time I was talking to a friend and she was doing the yeah as I spoke. And it struck a weird chord with me. So weird that I stopped mid-sentence and I said, "Do you know what I'm about to say? I haven't finished the sentence. How can you say, yeah? Because she's a normal human, she was taken aback by my directness and my strangeness, and I realized how rude I sounded, and I told her how sorry I was. Hence, why I'm so embarrassed about my pet peeve. But there's another reason I'm embarrassed. The reason that bothers me is because I perceive that I'm not being listened to. And that grieves me because I know I struggle with being a good listener. I'm just not the best listener. I struggle with interjecting. I sometimes get distracted when others are talking, and I can even talk for minutes on end without coming up for air to see how you are. And I'm not proud of it. But isn't it so often true that we see our biggest weaknesses in others? And that makes us all the more tender to them. The reason I want to be a better listener is not because I don't want to frustrate others. The reason I want to be a better listener is not so I'll seem like I'm a good listener. The reason I want to be a good listener is because God our Father is a good listener. And I want to have every attribute of His that He's given me access to. I know that I can listen well, not only to other humans, but also to God's voice. And I know that much of Scripture talks to the strength, grace, humility, wisdom, and power that come from just listening. So I'm with you in this, brothers and sisters, willing to take it too far, asking God to help me listen like He does, for His glory, the good of others, and the growth of my own soul. Are you in? Take listening too far. Start with God first. See if you can set aside just 5 or 6 minutes today to listen to God. See what He says to you. See what He shows you, and then take that same practice into your relationships with other people. You are a good listener. It's time to own that.
Above all powers, above all kings, above all nature and all created things, above all wisdom and all the ways of man, you were here before the world began. Above all kingdoms, above all thrones, above all wonders the world has ever known, above all wealth and treasures of the earth, measure what you're worth. Crucified and laid behind a stone, you live to die, rejected and alone, like a rose trampled on the ground. You took the fall and thought of me above all. Above all powers, above all keys, above all nature and all created things, above all wisdom and all the ways of man. You were here before the world began. Above all kingdoms, above all thrones, above all wonders the world has ever known, above all wealth and treasures of the earth, there's no way to measure what you're worth. Crucified, laid behind a stone, you live to die, rejected and alone, like a rose trampled on the ground. You took the fall and thought of me above all. Oh, you were crucified and laid behind a stone. You lived to die, rejected and alone, like a rose trampled on the ground. You took the fall, thought of me above all, like a rose trampled on the ground. You took the fall and thought of me above all.